All right, please welcome Clyde Leland.
Guitar strap. Yeah, I see that.
Are you plugging in?
She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke. She gave me a peck in the back of the neck. These are the words she spoke. Blow up your TV, throw away your papers, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I sat down at the table and I acted real naive, 'cause I knew that topless lady had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the bar room and she did the hoochie coo. Yeah, she sang a song all night long, telling me what to do. Blow up your TV, throw away your papers, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, welcome to the Freight and Salvage John Prine song sing-along. This is the Freight and Salvage. This is a John Prine song. The sing-along part is up to you.
Okay, yes, and you can sing the lead. This is your chance. You can sing the harmony, the high part, or you can sing the low part. You can find a place in there for your voice, or you can just say la 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 and just move around in your seat and have a great time.
So let's do that chorus again, then we'll do the last verse in the chorus and we'll be off and running. Here we go. Blow up your TV, throw away your papers, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry when about to leave that place. When just as I was leaving, she looked me in the face. Said, you must know the answer. Said, no, but I give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living our way. Here is the reason why. We blew up our TV, threw away our papers, moved to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them on peaches. They all found Jesus on their own. So here we are for the John Prine sing-along. There are a lot of John Prine songs that we aren't going to do today, but we are going to do songs that are fun to sing along with. These are John Prine's, 15 of John Prine's 16 studio albums. The guy wrote and recorded a whole lot of songs. He's got another dozen or so compilations and songs that he did. Thank you. Songs that he did with other people. The first album came out in 1971, and he just called it John Prine, maybe thinking there wasn't going to be another album after that. But there were all those other albums. I'm sure many of you here have John Prine stories. My John Prine story is that I saw him for the first time in 1972. In a small coffee house in Cambridge, Massachusetts, probably about as big as this stage. And he was touring with that first album. So he opened with the song we just sang, Spanish Pipe Dream. He opened with that song for a long time. He opened his concerts with Spanish Pipe Dream because he figured it was a bouncy sing-along, and as we just saw, it is quite a bouncy sing-along. I was blown away when I saw the guy and became a John Prine fan then forever, from that first time seeing him in 1972. And so I think you'll agree that these are great songs, and I hope that you'll sing along with us. And we're going to do another song now from that first album that I heard that night in Cambridge, Massachusetts. When I woke up this morning, I was feeling bad. Seemed like total silence was the only friend I had. Bowl of oatmeal tried to stare me down and won. And it was 12 o'clock before I realized I was having no fun. But fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. And you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while. Won't you please tell the man I didn't kill anyone, not just trying to have me some fun. Last time I checked my bankroll, it was getting thin. Sometimes it seems like the bottom is the only place I've been. I chased a rainbow down a one-way street, dead end. And all my friends turned out to be insurance salesmen. But fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. And you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while. Won't you please tell the man I didn't kill anyone? No, I'm just trying to have me some fun. Well, I sat down in my closet with all my overalls, trying to get away from all the ears inside my walls. I dreamed the police heard everything I thought. What then? Well, I went to court and the judge's name, it was Hoffman. But fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. And you will see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while. Won't you please tell the man I didn't kill just trying to have me some fun. Well done, hot dog fun. My sister's a nun.
What? I can't really hear it. Yeah.
Bill?
Could I have a little more bass on my monitor, please?
So 1971 was a long time ago. That song has not stood the test of time. For one thing, it's not illegal anymore. For another thing, although I can see there are plenty of you in here who remember Judge Hoffman. Who is Judge Hoffman? Judge Hoffman was the judge for the Chicago 8 trial. And he was a mean guy. Now, this next song, however, same album, heard it that night in that coffee house in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and yet, unfortunately, it has stood the test of time. Banjo story.
It says banjo here on the paper, folks. Let him switch for a second.
This is a sit on the stool
Just
song,
following
huh?
the instructions, that's all.
I just do what I'm told.
Oh boy, the banjo's coming up. Got ourselves a banjo player. Yeah, the Go Bears banjo. Ah.
While digesting Reader's Digest in the back of a dirty bookstore, plastic flag with gum on the back fell out on the floor. Well, I picked it up and I ran outside, slapped it on my window shield. And if I could see old Betsy Ross, I'd tell her how good I feel. But your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. We're already overcrowded from your dirty little war. Now Jesus don't like killing, no matter what the reason's for. And your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. Well, I went to the bank this morning, and the cashier said to me, if you join our Christmas club, we'll give you 10 of them flags for free. Well, I didn't mess around a bit. I took him up on what he said, and I slapped them stickers all over my car, one on my wife's forehead. But your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. We're already overcrowded from your dirty little war. Now Jesus don't like killing, no matter what the reason's for. And your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. Well, I got my window shield so filled with flags I could not see. So I ran my car upside a curb and right into a tree. By the time they got the doctor down, I was already dead. And I'll never understand why the man standing at the pearly gates said, oh, your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. We're already overcrowded from your dirty little war. Now Jesus don't like killing, no matter what the reason's for. And your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. You guys are great. This is John Cook here on the lead guitar. There's not going to be a whole lot of leads played here tonight because we want you singing as much as possible. This is my son Jacob on the bass. Ronnie London is over there singing and doing whatever else she's doing over there. My wife Lorraine is on the projector, so you know all the words.
And Jill on the sound.
And Jill is back there on the sound.
And this, of course, is Mr. Clyde Leland.
He's otherwise known as Grandpa Clyde, but he'll get to that later.
This next song, 9 weeks ago, I found myself in the maternity ward over at Alta Bates Hospital, and I was.
Hey, we got into the part about me being a grandpa.
Yeah, right. And so I found myself in the maternity ward at Alta Bates Hospital there, wanting to sing a lullaby, and this is the song that popped into my head. I got through the first verse, and I got about halfway through the chorus, so I realized it was a singularly inappropriate song to be singing in the maternity ward at Alta Bates Hospital. But it's a pretty good one for here, so let's give it a whirl.
In an Appalachian Greyhound station, she sits there waiting in a family way. Says, goodbye, brother, tell Mom I love her, tell all the others I'll write someday. From a teenage lover to an unwed mother, kept undercover like some bad dreams, while unwed fathers, they can't be bothered, they run like water through a mountain stream. In a cold and gray town, a nurse says lay down, this ain't no playground, this ain't no home. Someone's children out having children in a gray stone building all alone. From a teenage lover to an unwed mother, kept undercover like some bad dream, while unwed fathers, they can't be bothered, run like water through a mountain stream. On a somewhere else bound, Smoky Mountain Greyhound, she bends her head down on a lullaby. Your daddy never meant to hurt you ever, he just don't live here, but you got his eyes. From a teenage lover to an unwed mother, kept undercover like some bad dream, while unwed fathers, they can't be bothered, they run like water through a mountain stream. They run like water through a mountain stream.
Well, John Prine, he shares with his audience often the inspiration he has for his songs, which is really nice because sometimes you hear a song and you think, what is that about? And so he was a young man. He ended up in the service, and he was in Germany. Not sure if Elvis was there at the same time, but he was in Germany, and he was feeling lonesome, far away from home. So he went out, bought himself an international paper, and this is what came from that.
Dear Abby, my feet are too long, my hair's falling out, and my rights are all wrong. My friends, they all tell me I've no friends at all. Won't you write me a letter? Won't you give me a call? Signed, bewildered, you have no complaint. You are what you are, and you ain't what you ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood. Dear Abby, my fountain pen leaks. My wife hollers at me, my kids are all freaks. Every side I get up on is the wrong side of bed. If it weren't so expensive, I'd wish I were dead. Signed, unhappy. Unhappy, unhappy, you have no complaint. You are what you are and you ain't what you ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood. Dear Abby, you won't believe this, but my stomach makes noises whenever I kiss. My girlfriend tells me it's all in my head, but my stomach tells me to write you instead. Sign, noisemaker. Noisemaker, noisemaker, you have no complaint. You are what you are and you ain't what you ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood. Dear Abby, well, I never thought that me and my girlfriend would ever get caught. We were sitting in the backseat just shooting the breeze, with her hair up in curlers and her pants to her knees. Signed, just married. Just married, you have no complaint. You are what you are and you ain't what you ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood. Sign, Dear Abby.
That song still always makes me laugh, and you guys are sounding great.
You really are. This is sounding great. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. Maybe you're wondering why someone who said I was a big John Prine fan for the last 47 years needs the lyrics in front of me. It's because you've got the lyrics up there, and I want to make sure I sing the same lyrics. And sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll sing them the way I've been singing them for the last 40 years, and you'll be singing them in the way they should be sung, or something. So, as Ronnie said, I am Grandpa Clyde around here. I do the toddler song circle on most Saturday mornings. And I get called Grandpa Clyde, and we call the toddler song circle Freighter Tots. And it's a lot of fun. So this song is special to me now. What's special about it, I think, is it's what kids remember about their grandparents, you know? And I wonder about that. I wonder what you're going to remember about me 40 years from now. Ah, Grandpa wore his suit and dinner nearly every day. No particular reason, he just dressed that way. Ah, brown necktie and matching vest, both his wingtip shoes. He built a closet on our back porch, put a penny in a burned-out fuse. Ah, Grandpa was a carpenter, he built houses, stores, and banks. Chain smoked Camels, cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was level on the level, shaved even in every door, and voted for Eisenhower 'cause Lincoln won the war. Well, he used to sing me blood on the saddle and rock me on his knees, and he let me listen listen to the radio before we got TV. Well, he'd drive to church on Sunday and take me with him too. Stained glass in every window, hearing aids in every pew. Our grandpa was a carpenter, he built houses, stores, and banks. Chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails in planks. He was level on the level, shaved even every door, and voted for Eisenhower 'cause Lincoln won the war. Now my grandma was a teacher, went to Bowling Green, traded in a milking cow for a Singer sewing machine. She called her husband Mister, and walked real tall and bright, and used to buy me comic books after Grandpa died. Oh, Grandpa was a carpenter, he built houses, stores, and banks. Chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails in flames. He was level on the level, shaved even every door, and voted for Eisenhower 'cause Lincoln won the war. He voted for Eisenhower 'cause Lincoln won the war. Back to the banjo.
I want to thank everybody for coming out this afternoon and seeing us. How many of you thought John Prine was actually going to be here? Did she tell you at the end that you can get your money back?
He might show up.
I'm
It's not over.
disappointed too, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I thought maybe he'd hear about it and he'd come walking in, you know. Maybe Bonnie Raitt would come in too, that'd be nice. Linda Ronstadt, they could all come.
So this song, John Prine, when he describes this song, basically he was sitting around trying to write a song one day. And he says that this song ended up being 3 totally unrelated verses held together by a totally unrelated chorus. And then somehow it works. He was sitting around, he looked out the window, and he literally looked out the window, saw a hole in the street, there was a car wash at the corner. Then he sang one verse about when he was in the Army. He was in the motor pool in Germany when he was in the Army during the Vietnam War, but he, fortunately for all of us, was in Germany in the motor pool. And then the last verse is really about the first job he had and has nothing to do with the other verses. And yet, as he says, somehow it all worked. I've been thinking lately about the people I meet. Car wash on the corner and the hole in the street. The way my ankles hurt with shoes on my feet, and I wonder if I'll ever see tomorrow. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. I was in the Army, but I never dug a trench. I used to bust my knuckles on a monkey wrench. Then I'd go to town and drink and give the girls a pinch, but I don't think they ever even noticed me. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that we put on your dish. When we get it through, we'll make a big wish that we never have to do this again, again, again. Ah, my very first job, I said thank you and please. They made me clean a parking lot down on my knees. Then I got fired for being scared of bees, and they only gave me 50 cents an hour. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that they put on your dish. When we get through, we'll make a big wish till we'll never have to do this again, again, again. Ah, Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Whistle and go fishing in heaven. Whistle and go fishing in heaven.
Oh, I'm up again. When I was like 8 or 9 years old, apparently, my father asked me what my favorite song was. And I told him Souvenirs by John Prine. Souvenirs is like a song about nostalgia. It's about like looking back and thinking about the things you've lost that you can't get back. I realize this is like, he's telling stories about the songs. This is mostly a story about how I was a weird kid. But it's still a really great song.
And it's one of the less bouncy songs that we're doing today, but it's still a great chorus for you to sing along with. Or you can sing along with all of the words, as you have been doing. You guys are doing great. A lot of John Prine fans out here, huh? All the snow has turned to water. Christmas days have come and gone. Broken toys and faded colors are all that's left to linger on. I hate graveyards and old pawn shops, for they always bring me tears. Can't forgive the way they robbed me of my childhood souvenirs. Memories that can't be bought, can't be won in carnivals for free. And it took me years to get those souvenirs. I don't know how they slipped away from me. Broken hearts and dirty windows make life difficult to see. That's why last night and this morning always look the same to me. I hate reading old love letters, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way they robbed me of my sweetheart's souvenir. Memories that can't be bought, can't be won in carnivals for free. And it took me years to get those souvenirs. I don't know how they slipped away from me.
Eight years old.
Weird kid. Now that song was about specific nostalgia of John Prine's. This next song is just about the general nostalgia for another time. Make America what it was again, sort of. And it's interesting that this song is about hobos, hobos riding the rails, those kind of hobos. And when I sing for little kids, I sing the weary hobo song, go to sleep, you little hobo, let the trains go drifting by. And it's not clear to those kids what a hobo is. you know, and it's a hard one because a hobo doesn't mean a homeless person, but there was a time, you know.
They were wanderers.
Yep. There was a time when lonely men would wander through this land, rolling aimlessly along. So many times I heard of their sad story, written in the words of dead man's songs. Please tell me, where have all the hobos gone to? I see no fire burning down by the rusty railroad tracks. Could it be that time has gone and left them tied up in life's eternal traveling sack? Down through the years, many men have yearned for freedom. Some found it only on the open road. So many tears of blood fell around us, 'cause you can't always do what you are told. Oh, tell me, where have all the hobos gone to? I see no fire burning down by the rusty railroad track. Could it be that time has gone and left them tied up in life's eternal traveling sack? Last Sunday night I wrote a letter to my loved one. I signed my name and knew I'd stayed away too long. There was a time when my heart was free to wander, and I remember as I sing this hobo song. Everybody, please tell me, where have all the hobos gone to? I see no fire burning down by the rusty railroad track. Could it be that time has gone and left them tied up in life's eternal traveling sack? Tied up in life's eternal traveling sack. So there was a period when John Prine wasn't making records, when those compilation records were coming out, and that was because he was diagnosed first with cancer on the right side of his face, and that's why the pictures you see of him changed so dramatically in the mid-90s. And later, after he had recovered from that and gotten back to singing, he was diagnosed with throat cancer. He was a smoker, and he was diagnosed with throat cancer. And so during that time, he did compilation albums, and when he was coming out of that period, he thought he should do an album of duets. And he thought, I'll do duets with a group of women. And what they did was, where's my capo?
It's clipped to your stand.
What?
It's clipped to your stand. Look, your capo.
Capo.
Yeah, it's clipped to your stand.
No, it's not.
Top of your stand.
This is not.
Technical problems, I guess, huh?
It's in my pocket.
It was in his pocket.
It's a pickpocket.
Tell me, where have all the capos gone to? Oh.
Free show, folks.
And so he decided to do a compilation with women, that he would do a whole album of duets with women. And so he and the producer decided, okay, what we'll do is we'll send out messages to, I don't know, 50 women, and we'll see if we can get 12 of them to do an album. And so they sent out the messages to 50 women, and the next day all 50 responded that they'd love to do the album with John Prine. So he ended up doing 2 albums of duets with women. And this was one of those songs.
You come home late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all.
So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever, and I got a worried and a jealous mind. How can a love that'll last forever get left so far behind? Oh, what in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. It's across an evil line today. How can you ask about tomorrow when we ain't got one word to say? So what in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Let's do it again. So what in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. So now we come to the death in heaven part of the program. John Prine wrote a lot of songs about death in heaven, and inspired me as well to write a lot of songs about death in heaven. This one about an angel, you probably know it. Actually, this song, if you know the song Hello in There by John Prine about an old man, and a friend of John Prine said to him, well, you wrote a song about an old man. Don't you need to write a song about an old woman? And so he wrote this song about an old woman named after her mother.
Well, I am an old woman named after my mother, and my old man's another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, thunder was desire, this whole house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, you know I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time. No matter how I try, you know the years they just flow by like a broken down band. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen. Oh Lord, I hear them, they're buzzing. And I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
So when I said that was part of the Heaven and Death series, I lied. The angel that he's talking about in that song is not an angel up in heaven playing a harp. The angel from Montgomery is an expression. It has to do with receiving a pardon from the governor of Alabama when you're on death row and you are wishing for an angel from Montgomery, Alabama to come and commute your sentence of death. And so, you know, what he was suggesting there is that this woman, named after her mother, was living like a death sentence. Sad song. But it's a fun song to sing. Didn't we have a good time? This one, on the other hand, really is a death song. And here we go. Woke up this morning, put on my slippers, walked in the kitchen and died. And oh, what a feeling when my soul went through the ceiling and on up into heaven I did ride. When I got there, they did say, John, it happened this way. You slipped upon the floor and you hit your head. And all the angels say, just before you passed away, these were the very last words you said. Oh, please don't bury me down in the that cold, cold ground. I'd rather have 'em cut me up and pass me all around. I throw my brain in a hurricane, and the blind can have my eyes, and the deaf can take both of my ears if they don't mind the signs. Give my stomach to Milwaukee if they run out of beer. Put my socks in a cedar box, just get 'em out of here. Venus de Milo can have my arms, look out, I got your nose. Sell my heart to the junk man and give my love to Rose. But please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. I'd rather have 'em cut me up and toss me all around. So throw my brains in a hurricane, and the blind can have my eyes, and the deaf can take both of my ears if they don't mind the size. Give my feet to the footloose, careless and fancy free. Give my knees to the needy, don't you pull that stuff on me. Hand me down my walking cane, it's a sin to tell a lie. Send my mouth way down south and kiss my ass goodbye. But please don't bury me down in that cold, cold ground. I'd rather have 'em cut me up and pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane, and the blind can have my eyes, and the deaf can take both my ears if they don't mind the size. One more time. Please don't bury me down in that cold, cold ground. I'd rather have 'em cut me up and pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane, and the blind can have my eyes, and the deaf can take both of my ears if they don't mind the size. Woo! So this is the album cover that was not up on that first slide of all the album covers. This is the album that came out in 2018, which is amazing. I mean, you know, he recorded in 1971, and he's recording again in 2018, and it's a great album. I recommend the album highly to everyone. And he called it The Tree of Forgiveness, which is something that comes up in this song, When I Get to Heaven. And this time, I think he really is like, you know, he went through 2 cancers, right? And now he's 70 years old, and he's thinking about when he gets to heaven. And so, but this has a really fun chorus. I don't expect you really to keep up with the with the verses. In fact, I don't really expect me to keep up with the verses, but I will do my best. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna shake God's hand, thank him for more blessings than one man can stand. Then I'm gonna get a guitar, start a rock and roll band, check into a swell hotel, ain't the afterlife grand. Then I'm gonna get a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. And I'm gonna kiss a pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl, 'cause this old man is going to town. Pretty good chorus, huh? Then as God is my witness, I'm getting back into show business. Gonna open up a nightclub called the Tree of Forgiveness. Forgive everybody ever did me any harm. I might even invite a few choice critics, those syphilitic parasitics, buy my pint of Smithwick's and smother them with my charm. Then I'm gonna get a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. Gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. And I'm gonna kiss a pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl, 'cause this old man is going to town. get to heaven, I'm gonna take the wristwatch off my arm. Because what are you gonna do with time after you bought the farm? Then I'm gonna go find my mom and dad and good old brother Doug. I bet him and cousin Jackie are still cutting up a rug. Wanna see all my mama's sisters, 'cause that's where all the love starts. I miss them all like crazy, bless their little hearts. And I always will remember these words my daddy said. He said, buddy, when you're dead, you're a dead peckerhead. I hope to prove him wrong when I get to heaven. 'Cause I'm gonna buy a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. Gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. And I'm gonna kiss a pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl. 'Cause this old man is going to town. One more time, yeah, I'm gonna get a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. And I'm gonna kiss a pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl. 'Cause this old man is going to town. Yeah, this old man is going to town. So let's hope, huh? Actually, the vodka and ginger ale really was John Prine's drink. And it, in the bars that he frequented, apparently he frequented bars, it was known as the Handsome Johnny. It changed the name of the drink for John Prine to the Handsome Johnny. The original name of a vodka and ginger ale is something like the Chesterfield or something like that, which is nowhere near as good as Handsome Johnny. I think you guys agree.
Clyde, Suzanne. Oh.
Welcome Suzanne Fox to the stage.
Couldn't wait.
Suzanne has been here at the Freight and Salvage for 38 years. And now she is moving back east. She's moving to Florida, and we're going to miss her a lot. And so we wanted her to come up here and sing a song with us, and sing a song. You're going to sing it all with us, too, because we all know this one, right? We all can sing this one together. This is about when John Prine, in the summer, used to go visit that Granpa, who was a carpenter back there in Kentucky. This song has the distinction of having been cited in a United States Court of Appeal decision in a lawsuit against the Peabody Coal Company. The judge decided to put in the line about Mr. Peabody to confirm what evil people they were. So this is going to be our last song of the afternoon. Again, that's John Cook. That was his tuner. That's Jake Leland. Ronnie London. Suzanne Fox.
And Mr. Clyde Leland, please.
Lorraine Lerman on the projector. Jill on the sound. And all of you on the voices. Oh, yeah. When we originally were doing this song, and you know that this was scheduled for the middle of November, and that we were postponed as a result of the fires in Paradise. But that was Paradise, California. This is about Paradise, Kentucky, but we will dedicate this to Paradise. By the way, this whole sing-along thing, there was a sing-along every month in 2018 to celebrate the Freight's 50th anniversary. We've been around for 50 years now. So this one got pushed over into 2019 because it didn't happen in November. And so these free things are a gift from the Freight, And if you appreciate that gift, there are buckets out there in the lobby where you could put in some donations to the Freight and Salvage, which is a nonprofit venue for the preservation of traditional music here in Berkeley. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky where my parents were born. There's a backwoods old town there that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River, the abandoned old prison down by Adrie Hill, where the air smelled like snake and we shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Feel free to sing harmony here too. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped all the land. Well, they dug for their coal till the land was forsaken. Then they wrote it all down as the progress of man. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes flow down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, John Prine.